Yesterday, we learned to convert standard form to vertex form, but in every example we did, the leading coefficient, or a, was a 1. So today, we'll learn how to do the same exact thing, but when a is another value other than 1. So, if I have f of x is equal to 2x squared plus 4x plus 8, a is 2, b is 4, c is 8. So we need to label everything just like yesterday. Label your a, your b, your c. So if you're not comfortable with the f of x, you can just write it as a y. This is the same thing. Equals 2x squared plus 4x plus 8. And that should not change anything in the question. Okay. So what you need to do, first step is divide every term in your equation on both sides by a. So since a is 2, I'm going to divide every one by 2, both right side and left side. So I get y divided by 2 equals 2x squared plus 2x plus 4. Now, we need to move the c, the new c. So now we have new a, b's, and c's. Okay, so this is my new a, this is my new b, this is my new c. Don't look back at anything up here. So do not look back at anything up here. You have new a, new b, new c. Now, you need to move the c to the opposite side of the equation using inverse operation. So if that's a plus 4, we move it to the other side with a minus 4. Keep everything the same. Minus 4. Okay? And then this is minus 4 as well, so we'll cross out. This equal to the x squared plus 2x. Now, look at the new b, which is 2. Half of 2 is 1. So go to your perfect squares. Half of 2 is 1, so I'm looking at the 1. I'm looking at the base of 1. So I'm looking on the left side for a 1. I found it here, so I'm going to use that perfect square of 1 and add that perfect square to both sides of the equation. So I'm going to add a 1 here, and I'm going to add a 1 here. So, y over 2 stays the same. Minus 4 plus 1 is minus 3. That's equal to x squared plus 2x plus 1. Okay, so now we need to apply the rule that we applied yesterday. So what we need to do is we need to put it in the vertex form. So we're going to keep the y over 2 minus 3 is equal to, you have parentheses, squared. Now, what goes in the parentheses? You need to take the square root of the first term and the square root of the last term. So it's x plus 1. Once you reach this point, all we need to do is we need to follow, again, the rules of orders operation. We need to move the constant back to this side using inverse operations. So I'm going to add 3 because this is a minus. I'll add 3 to both sides. So y divided by 2 equals x squared, x plus 1 all squared plus 3. Now, I need it to be in terms of y. So I need to get rid of that 2. Again, fraction means division. So if I'm dividing by 2, I have to multiply every single term by 2. So y equals to 2, where 2 is my new a, equals x plus 1 times x plus 1 all squared plus 6. And that's your answer. Now, since we were giving it an f of x, so most likely the answer will be an f of x. So you can just convert y back to f of x equals 2 times x plus 1 all squared plus 6. where 1 is your h, and 6 is your k, and 2 is your a. So that's your vertex. 1 and 6 is my vertex. So let's practice converting quadratics from vertex to standard. And then we'll practice some converting standard to vertex, because you need to learn to do it both ways. So y equals x plus 4 all squared plus 4. This is the vertex form, and we need to convert it to standard form. And the standard form should look like this. Y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. So first, we have to expand that parenthesis. So x plus 4 all squared is equal to, you square the first, you square the last, first times second times 2. So x times 4 is 4x times 2 is 8x. This is always a plus, no matter what. This is always a plus. This sign is the same as the original sign. So this is just expanded that parenthesis. So y equals x squared plus 8x plus 4 squared is 16. But then we have another 4 up here, plus 4. Now combine like terms. Y equals x squared plus 8x plus 20. So now we just converted the vertex form into a standard form. So just to refresh back, there's two ways to do the parentheses. Okay? If you have two terms, all squared, you can do two different methods. You can multiply the term by itself twice. So you can do the box, and you do x plus 4 times x plus 4, and you do the multiplication. X times x is x squared. X times 4 is 4x. 4 times x is 4x. 4 times 4 is 16. You combine like terms. This should give you x squared plus 8x plus 16. Or you can do the short way, where you take that first term and you square it. So that will be my x squared. And then you take that second term and you also square it. And then you multiply the first times the second times 2. So x times 4 is 4x times 2 is 8x. Okay, and then the signs, this is always a plus. The original sign goes here. So you'll have x squared plus 8x plus 16. So square the first, square the last. First times second times 2. Always a plus, original sign. Okay, this question has a little bit extra challenge where you have a 2 for a. So a is not just a 1, so you're going to have to do an extra step. Again, we need to do the parentheses first. So for the parentheses, x minus 2 all squared, I'm going to square the first, square the last. So 2 times 2 is 4. And then first times second, all times 2. So 2x times 2 is 4x. Always a plus. Original sign goes here. So now I took care of that parenthesis. But the original equation is y equals 2 times whatever is in that parenthesis. Minus 3. So now we got to use orders of operation, and we got to distribute the 2 into every single term inside that parenthesis. So y equals 2x squared minus 8x plus 8 minus 3. Am I done? No, because I need to combine like terms. So y equals 2x squared minus 8x plus 5. Okay, one more example. Let's take the parenthesis, x minus 1, all squared. Now again, square the first, square the last. 1 squared is just a 1. First times second, all times 2. So x times 1 is x, times 2 is 2x. Always put your plus. This sign goes here. Now, the original equation had negative outside the parentheses that we're going to have to distribute to my new parenthesis. Once you distribute the negative, every term flips the sign. So y equals negative x squared plus 2x minus 1. Don't forget your original minus 1. Combine like terms. Y equals negative x squared plus 2x minus 2. Okay, these 6 problems are due tomorrow, November 10th. This is just to practice yesterday's lesson about converting the standard to vertex form when A is a 1.